Hi, welcome to the Witch's Tea Party podcast. I'm Misty, I'm the witch, and here with me today are my co-hosts.
StareliaYumera.
MintyYukime.
MomokaVT.
This is definitely not the third take recording this because I messed up twice. Don't even think about it. So welcome. It's been a week. It's been a long week. Things have been exploding on Twitter.com. Let's just say that.
Well,
a quick little
hopefully
update.
it won't be the whole site next, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's starting to actually seem like it could be. So quick little update. Without spreading fear or anything, apparently Twitter's staff has been reduced to about 30 or so members now.
Yeah, I don't have the exact numbers, but it is a very small amount that can fit in one conference room because one Mr. Musk was celebrating that fact, which is wild. Not really sure how you're excited about the fact that you can fit your entire staff in one room.
I think it's wild to be excited about letting go of so many people, because that's a lot of people that
no kidding.
depended on that job, you know.
Right. I don't know.
But think about all the money you can save on rent.
Well,
did they cut down buildings or
having
is it the
less
same
people.
amount?
Wait. We're having less people?
they did not change the building or anything like that, but they did stop giving out free lunches because they were apparently costing $40,000 per lunch.
They
which
got
I
free
don't
lunches?
Those were some nice lunches. God dang.
Right. I was like,
Yeah.
I want kind of lunch. What the heck?
What type of bougie catering did they have that was $40,000 a day?
I don't.
I have
Wait,
no
a day?
idea. Yeah, every single lunch
What
that they gave out. And according to Musk, that was just in wasted food or something, and I was like, that is fake.
Yeah, that
is not
doesn't sound real. I
Definitely
can't
not.
imagine how you spend $40,000 a day on lunches.
It's simple. You buy Starbucks and you throw it in the trash can and you get back in the line. You buy Starbucks, you throw it in the trash can, you get back in the line. It's a vicious cycle.
Sorry, let me just buy Starbucks on a whim and then run it into the ground in about a week.
And then I cry about the $4 I just lost.
Oh God, so true.
You know, we forgot. We have to do our little segment. What are you drinking?
Oh, yeah.
Before it gets too late. Today I have a vanilla white mocha. It is iced. Very delicious.
I love iced.
I just have water again. I am always a water.
That's
Water
because
again,
you're
Momo?
always such a thirsty little flower.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I made this joke last week, but it's still true.
it is still true.
I have a can of original Coca-Cola, which I know I had soda last time, and I said I don't drink soda very often, but I'm just stealing this one from my roommates also, because when I normally drink water throughout the week, but whenever I have to have a special drink for this, I'm like, oh, what do we have? I guess we have soda. Okay, but I waited to open it so we can do this on the mic.
I would also like to reiterate that I usually get a fancy drink for this podcast and not normal. Normally I drink gamer sups or water during the week because work is hard without caffeine.
Yeah, I'm also a big proponent of water and then drink mixes. Today I actually have a K-cup coffee. It's a Green Mountain. It's vanilla caramel latte. But I have a new Keurig that has a milk frother, so I got frothed milk. It's just basically just a latte homemade.
How is it worth the money for the frother?
Considering it was the same price as my 10-year-old one originally was, on sale for Black Friday. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, Black Friday is coming up next week, actually.
True. Yeah, I don't know if it Black Friday is coming up and Cyber Monday, but everything's already on sale for most retailers. So
they always do this. It gets earlier and earlier every year.
Yeah.
Or they got monthly Black Friday deals for a lot of things.
They all heard our idea for Dark Thursday and they liked it.
They're like, what if Dark Thursday, but every day?
You've heard of Black Friday.
So-
Now get ready for Dark Monday and Dark Tuesday and Dark Wednesday
Just a whole
and Dark
month
Thursday.
of darkness. I mean, I guess it must be working because who could say no to a deal? Especially when you keep accidentally role-playing as a rich person.
Yeah.
True.
I'm pretty
It's-
sure all the stuff I bought recently while I was accidentally role-playing as a rich person wasn't even on sale, so...
Oh no. I went to Box Lunch today, bought some stuff. I bought some stuff at Box Lunch the other day when I opened. Also, I have an order pending right now on the Box Lunch website. So
I have a feeling you might like boxed lunch a little.
Well, okay. Their Box Lunch had their Black Friday deal early, where almost everything on the site was 50% off. So, in my defense,
Oh, you
It's
know,
like-
that's hard to
that's
pass
fair.
up,
It's-
actually.
It's like 70% off right now, actually.
yeah, it's
Oh.
buy one get one 70%. It
I
was
might have to go
50%
look at
off
box
flat
lunch.
before.
Oh my god, no.
But yeah, no, I feel it. Because like I was actually looking at the Box Lunch website because of you talking about it earlier, and I found that they had a like what are they called? Like a little baby onesie thing.
A little baby
For-
onesie thing?
Yeah. For specifically, in the shape of like Kakashi's like war outfit from Naruto.
Oh, like for
Which
a
is
literal baby?
Very, very funny. Yeah. For like an actual baby.
If I ever have a baby,
Oh my
they're gonna be
God.
wearing that shit.
So you don't mean a kigurumi, you mean literally for children?
Yeah, like literally for a baby.
I
Like
see.
Oh.
I've seen some like
That's-
cute stuff at box lunch for infants, and I'm like, I don't know why they are selling this. But if I ever have a baby, I guess I'll have to come back here.
yeah.
Oh my God. I felt they have like a baby section at the one I went to in person, and all the Pokemon stuff is in the baby section, and I had this like there's like little like sippy cups and stuff, and then there's just Pokemon plushes, and I'm like, yes.
Oh,
Right
that
where I
reminds
should be.
me. So
I am in fact
what
a
is it?
baby, you're right.
last spring, I think, at my local convention, I usually go with like my brother and some of our friends, and two of our friends are a couple, and they had a baby, last December. So we went to this anime convention, and they all dressed up as the Squirtle Squad.
Oh my
So they all
God.
had like a Squirtle Kigurumi thing on, and I was supposed to get one too, but I accidentally got a Blastoise one.
Oh.
Because
You were the
someone
leader.
gifted it to me from
Aw.
Throne, and I had selected Squirtle, but they sent Blastoise. It wasn't the person's fault. It was like a thing with Throne and Amazon. I don't know.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah.
But the point is, their baby was dressed up as a Squirtle, and
Oh
it
my
was the cutest
God.
thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I've seen those before because when I used to go to cons every year, everyone had like it was. I remember there were the 3 starters, and then there were Pikachu's and Eevees, and like, God, they're so cute. They're so
Yeah.
cute.
The babies are like the Kigurumis.
Yeah, both.
Both? Okay.
Well, those babies. I don't like babies in general, but specifically those babies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the... I don't know, I might be thinking of something totally different, but there's this like art of each of the starters, and they're like wearing
Oh.
Kigurumis of their like final evolutions.
Those
That's
are really cute. I've
cute.
seen those.
They're so cute.
Oh, I wonder now. All the babies must be dressed up as Anya from Spy Family. That's got to be
Oh.
like
I
Yeah.
imagine.
True.
the
I-
number one like baby cosplay.
I don't want to like knock anyone at all or make anyone feel bad, but it always weirds me out seeing an adult cosplaying Anya.
It's
That's fair, yeah.
Because, like,
Yeah.
I just keep seeing it on the internet, and I'm like, I don't know.
hmm.
It's also really funny, like, because there's, like, a Nendoroid of each Anya, Lloyd, and Yor from Spy Family, and they're all the same height.
Oh yeah. Oh, I noticed
so
that. They have
funny.
the different proportions, but they're all the same height.
I'm like, whoa. I almost
I
want
mean-
all three of them just so I can look at it every day and be like, huh.
It makes sense that they're the same
Yeah.
height.
Yeah,
but
because they're all
yeah.
Nendoroids, and Nendoroids have specific proportions, but it's just so funny to see them all next to each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just the fact that they're all, I mean, yeah, because all the Nendoroids are the same size for the most part. So, like, they could have done her as a minifigure, but that makes sense. Still, though, it's, God, she's so big, she's so tall. What happened?
She's so tall.
She also has a gigantic head still.
Giant Anya.
I
Mega
actually
Anya.
went full weeb earlier this year, and I finally put anime stickers on my car.
Oh my god.
And-
Oh.
It's like a peek sticker, like the where they're like
Peeker.
peeking out. Are they called peeker stickers? I don't know. Of
That's what people call them, but eh.
yeah, I have one of Anya and one of Yor.
Oh my god.
I wanted a Lloyd one, but the store I bought them from didn't have him.
No.
So what I did was, you know, in the back window of a car where it has that section that's like divided and you can't roll that part down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where I put Anya, and then I put Yor on the window. I haven't done it yet, but I really wanted to record a video of something like really stupid where someone like insults Anya, and I have the window rolled down, and then I roll it back up, and it's because it's Yor with a knife.
Oh
that's
my
so
god.
good.
That would be
That's really
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
You got you, Misty. You have to do it. You
I
have to do it.
I wanted to like make a dumb little TikTok or YouTube short out of it.
Yeah. Both and an Instagram reel.
True.
Why
yeah.
not? Everything's trying to be TikTok format now. It's because
Literally,
our,
they're
our
like,
little
TikTok,
lizard
well,
brains
let's just
can
do
only
that.
handle 7 seconds of attention.
My
Yeah.
my hot take, as silly as it is, I'm kind of glad Twitter got rid of fleets. Even though
Oh,
I
yeah,
kind of like
fleets.
them,
I
it's
forgot
just
about
I don't like story content and reels very much.
Yeah. I forgot that
Yeah.
fleets were a thing, actually.
Yeah,
I kind of
they
liked
weren't around
them.
for long,
True. True.
and you
That's-
can only utilize them on mobile, or you can only make them on mobile. You
I
can
think
see
you can
them
only
on
look at
desktop
them
sometimes.
on mobile. At least I don't remember seeing them on desktop, but maybe you could.
I feel like there was at one point you could view them, you just couldn't make them. I believe.
Twitter
I might
makes
also be
a lot
remembering
of
wrong.
very confusing decisions to me.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
adding and then removing features for no reason.
Mm-hmm. There's a ton of stuff on Twitter that is only available to like mobile users too.
Yeah,
Like
like
the,
voice
like-
tweets. And that's,
yeah,
that's
the,
also
like
only
the
for
spaces
iPhone.
where you can like host like a little voice chat, but you can only do that if you're, I think, on iOS specifically. And you can only join it if you're on iOS too.
You
Really?
could.
Wait, I
so
think I
you're.
joined
I
one
think
on PC
you're
before.
mixing that up with the audio tweets.
Oh, the voice.
The
tweet?
audio tweets are exclusive to iOS. You can join Spaces on Android. I had my Android. I was able to join them and stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you
It's a little
can
bit
like
less bad.
join one on desktop because I thought I did before.
I think you. Hmm.
I don't remember. My
I've never
brain is
used
too
Spaces, so like actively.
Fair, yeah.
I've only used it once. I'm sure they're useful to somebody. It's just that person isn't me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They also
Yeah.
tend to not be me, so.
This is so sad. So,
So despite the Twitter situation, none of us use Twitter's features. apparently.
yeah, I mean it's very useful for like content creators. And my
Yeah.
problem
Mhm.
as like someone that does art on a rare occasion, there's like no good sites to really post it on.
Mm.
Like Instagram, I guess some people use that, but I think it sucks because you can't even fit the full picture on there, at least in my experience.
Yeah. It's very annoying.
Back to DeviantArt.
Yeah, I just hope that Twitter doesn't actually explode. But I guess we'll see. We'll
yeah.
keep.
I don't
The
think for
people
all the
updated.
fear mongering and people being afraid, I don't expect it to actually ever go like all the way down, if that makes sense.
That day was wild for me because I had gotten home from work and I was exhausted from like not sleeping enough during the week. So I accidentally slept an entire day's worth of sleep or night's worth of sleep, so like 8 hours. right after I got home, and when I woke up, that's when everybody was like freaking out about Twitter dying and posting their Tumblr
Right.
links, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
You were like that picture or like the gif of the dude walking in with pizza and the room was on fire.
Yeah, that was literally me. I was like, "Let's go, boy! Let's go check what's going on Twitter.com today," and then
And then
just
all
fire.
all of the trending, all like 4 or 5 of the trending things where the Twitter is down and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which,
Well,
like, even if nothing was happening, it's like kind of intimidating, right? Like,
it's at least alive and kicking right now, so we'll see.
Man, speaking of the Twitter trending is all about one individual being reinstated to the platform.
Momo.
Leave me alone.
Sorry, podcast. Momo may have sent an explicit picture to our chat. We're not going to show it, of course, but
I was distracted because of the Twitter timeline.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I
now
do
I'm
believe we noticed
distracted.
that.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, very cute.
very fitting. So, Twitter?
Yep.
Yep.
No
Twitter.
thoughts, head empty.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
So it seems Elon Musk is reinstating some people who have previously been banned from Twitter.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit of a problem because it was peaceful without these people.
Wow, as peaceful as Twitter can be.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't exactly peaceful, but it was a lot better than it.
Well, there's a
could've been.
specific person that is always tweeting some bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're aware of Twitter and its existence, you probably know the one. If
Yeah, I
you've
don't
been
know if
around
I
for the
really
last
want to
few
get
years.
into it or not because we're not exactly
Yeah.
political here on the Witches Tea Party
Yeah.
podcast, but
He
if
was
you
the
know, you know.
45th He was the 45th president of the United States. He's back.
He's back.
Fine, I guess. I don't know. The
Yeah.
main thing that confuses me about it, really, like to speak on it from a like non-political level, it's mostly just confusing to me as to like why would you reinstate? Because Musk has been reinstating a bunch of controversial individuals like Jordan Peterson and other people who probably shouldn't be given platforms, but he's like doing it with the understanding that like they'll all have a algorithm attached to them that pushes their tweets down so that people don't see them unless they're like following that person or whatever and specifically looking for that content, which is like fine, I guess, but why bring them back at all if you're just going to do
Yeah.
that? Like, what is the point?
Well,
Like,
because the
give them
specific
a voice
person
only
tends
for
to
their
have like
followers.
their fan base is kind of like a cult, so of course they're gonna go looking them out and
Right.
Yeah.
are searching
Yeah.
for these tweets from this person, and these tweets from this person are like actually harmful, and that's why they were banned from the first place. So it's just very concerning.
Self-defeating.
Not to mention
Like
that
the-
they reinstated this person because of a Twitter poll. Like they let people vote on a
Right.
Twitter poll.
Right, yeah. It's I don't know.
It's confusing. It's a mess.
It's a big mess.
Yeah.
Speaking of big messes,
Okay.
there's a game
Yeah,
we've all been playing.
I was about to say the same thing. I was literally going to make the same transition.
So all four of us have been playing the new Pokemon game, Scarlet and Violet. And they're wild.
Yeah,
There's
there's there are video games.
They are definitely video games.
They are. What version is everyone playing?
I have Violet, of course.
I'm playing Scarlet.
I'm primarily playing Scarlet because I'm doing both versions, but one's on stream, one's off
Yeah.
stream. So
Yeah, I'm doing the same, but I'm playing Scarlet first.
Oh, I'm all alone.
Oh.
All by
But hey, that means we can trade with
myself.
you.
Oh yeah, so true.
and we can
I'm
cover
gonna
all the
need those
Pokemon.
exclusives. The
Yeah, from all 3 of us.
Scarlet definitely has the better what are they called? The past and future versions of Pokemon. Paradox versions or something.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't
I
even know
don't
that's
know
like a
what those
thing.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, without spoiling it, Scarlet has the better ones.
That's fair. You're gonna make fun of me because I'm going back to the conversation we just had before transitioning to this really quick. But if you saw me like squinting a lot, it's I was not aware that we've only had 45 or 46 presidents. I thought we had had over 50.
You know what? I thought that too when Momo said that, and I was
When
like,
you said that, I was like, "What do you mean?" I thought there were like
I was like,
55 of them or
don't say
something.
anything, Nancy. Don't
No.
say anything.
Nope,
Okay.
there definitely is not.
Not to distract you from Pokemon too hard. I had to mention that. I like had a moment there.
Well, there's been over 50 sessions of presidents, just not 50 individual people.
I see.
I wonder if we
Okay.
get a prize during the 50th one. Congratulations, we've lasted 50 presidents.
They get the chance to be on Game Freak's development team. That's their reward.
They need help. They need the help.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Pokemon games are a buggy mess. A lot of glitches, a lot of bugs, low frame rates. But I'm still having a lot of fun playing it. And I don't know if that makes me part of the problem.
Well, I think if you acknowledge the problems and still think it's fun, then that's fine. I think, quote unquote, the problem is the people who are like making excuses for it and trying to be like, oh, there's no problems. This is normal to me when they see their trainer grow 17 times into like a giant, weird, like bendy, thin man.
Or they just randomly fall through the earth. This is normal.
Yeah.
Pokemon is for the gameplay.
It kills me every time I see the footage of like a Fuecoco falling off of the mountain.
Yeah, when they fall through the water, it's so funny.
Funny. It just falls to its doom.
Oh my god, poor little guy.
I've been loving it so far. Like genuinely, despite all the bugs and problems that are definitely there, it actually has like a lot of features and mechanics that are like things that I've wanted in Pokemon. Like just an actual like free movement, like open world. That's the phrase that everyone uses. Being able to see the Pokemon, being able to interact. There's so many babies. There's so many cute baby
so
Pokemon.
Many babies, and like
they're so small and hard to see.
They're so hard to see. Like I didn't notice until Yuki said it one time, but like I have to squint to see these motherfuckers. They're so small.
Speaking of hard to see, every person that I like know, I don't know if Star has, but like every person I know has like seen and caught like a shiny in these games already.
I have not yet. I have not.
I've never seen a shiny in any of my the Pokemon games that I've played.
This might be the first one for you, maybe.
Maybe I still haven't seen one yet, so
I've just been seeing like so many.
I still feel like it's just going to, even if I did theoretically see one or like have one available to me, I just feel like I'm gonna miss it because like I could barely find the Ralts that I was like seeking out because I wanted the Gardevoir on my team.
Oh yeah, that's my main problem with the shinies in this game is that when you encounter one on the overworld, there's no sound effect and they don't sparkle. So you just have to know that that Pokemon is a different color than normal. And you have to be able to see it, which is really hard for some of these.
Yeah. They don't sparkle until you get into a battle with them.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I did find out though is that the auto battle feature, your Pokemon will not fight a shiny. It will not engage in battle with one. So that's like kind of a way to find out if one is shiny.
That's actually nice, yeah. It was really funny though, like speaking of the Pokemon being hard to find, Momo was like looking for this Ralts and she was like, "Where is it?" I was like, "It's literally dead center of your screen where your character is facing." It's just like I understand why you couldn't see it. It was the size of like, it was like 2 pixels wide.
And the grass is green and like the Ralts is like half green.
Right.
They also have the they have the size differences. So I've definitely stubbed my toe on a sunkern or two where I'm like, I didn't see it. I just ran into it because I didn't know it was there.
Yeah, you can
Scatterbugs and
see
like
some of them.
sunkern and like
Yeah.
small live, if you've seen that one yet. And like
Oh my
so
god,
many
there's so
things are
many
just
small lives, and they're so
they're
small.
so tiny.
Little babies.
And then there's the sandwiches that you can make in the picnic. So the first sandwich I made, I tried to make the cheese sandwich, which is just bread with cheese on it.
Cheese
And
sandwich.
I didn't put the top of the sandwich on it, but it still completed it.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Like, because I
wait, so
accidentally put it in the wrong spot.
without like mentioning spoilers, how far are you guys?
I am one gym in.
I just beat the first gym also.
I am just now past the point of like I slept in my dorm bed for the first time.
Oh, I
You're-
got to the first city. That's how far I am.
So you two
That's
are
fair, yeah.
a little further behind. I've been playing it
Yeah.
off stream. I've debated playing it on stream,
Yeah.
at least for the first time I played, but I don't know. I decided
Yeah.
against it.
I personally don't stream enough to be able to play the game on stream and keep up because I only stream 2 times a week and I like even if I streamed both like I'm already behind day 2. Not that it matters that much, but I want to actually be able to play it.
Mhm.
Right.
I want to
Yeah, I
say
feel
I've
that.
played for about 4 or 5 hours or something like that, and I only beat the first gym because I've just been getting distracted. Like, oh, what's that over there? Oh, I haven't caught that yet. And then I catch it, and I'm like, oh, what's that over there?
Especially if you take your time like reading the dialogue and stuff. There's so much dialogue and like cutscenes and stuff at the beginning.
I did
Mhm.
think very strongly in my head while walking around one of the towns. This game is very large, and I do not feel like I do not feel as though I am in charge.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's
Yeah.
just like a lot going
Absolutely
on.
fair.
I accidentally discovered a glitch that lets you like skip ahead to a further area.
Oh my
And
god.
I was very scared because the Pokemon were very strong and I was
Oh
not.
no. You're
Yeah, if
you're a
you
speedrunner. You're speedrunning Pokemon already.
she's sequence
Congratulations.
breaking. If you
Okay, I do
encounter a Pokemon like across the cliff from you and you can lock onto it, you can throw your Pokemon at it and it'll put you in a battle on that side of the cliff. So you can just skip areas that
Oh.
way.
That and one other thing I did, I was able to get to 2 different areas that were too high leveled for me 2 separate times, and both times it was like, oh no.
Oh my god.
I do think that speedruns of this game will eventually be very, very funny because of how broken the game is.
Yeah.
And just like getting yourself to like glitch out of the map by like taking a selfie and doing a specific pose next to a mountain while you fall off to meet Koraidon and like fall through and like just show up in the Elite Four or whatever. Like
I cannot wait for to see the names of the tricks that you could pull in the game. Just oh yeah, this is the selfie drop where you take a selfie, drop in the cliff, and you know.
yeah.
I love speedrunners and speedrunning. I could never do it myself, but like seeing the wild glitches some people pull off is just insane. But at least
Yeah.
with Pokemon, the game is so broken that you don't seem to need very much skill. It just happens.
Yeah. Normally, I
this
don't get
is-
into like speedrunning in Pokemon games, but depending on how the tricks are in this game, I'm going to be tempted to try them out just because it looks like it'll be really funny.
I was
Yeah,
thinking like
absolutely.
Nuzlocking this game might be a little difficult.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you would even do a Nuzlocke for a game like this.
Because there's so many Pokemon and you can physically see them, so you could be like, huh, which one is my first encounter, you know?
Right. You can't really randomly get them.
So
And also just like every area is so big, right? Like how do
Right.
you restrict you can
To
only capture
one.
one per like
Per
route,
area,
but
yeah.
like what does that
Yeah.
mean?
Maybe that's
I'm
like
sure.
maybe that's like the balancing factor though. Since you can pick your Pokemon, you get less Pokemon maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, that could be a decent way. I mean, like I Nuzlocked on my stream, Sword, And like, I mean, it was easy for the first part of the game. I didn't have a lot of options because I had to. It was kind of like part of the challenge was, I got to pick all the routes, but once I got to the wild area, I had to pick which area and when to catch a Pokemon in a wild area, or to run into one, or just accidentally get jumped by a Pokemon, and that's
Oh,
my Pokemon.
Oh,
yep, yep.
yeah, it just seems like
But
it'd be difficult in these kinds of games.
yeah, that was also far more sectioned. Like each mini section of the wild area in the DLC and in the main game of Sword and Shield they have individual names for each block of it.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
in
if
the
Sword and
new
Shield does
games
that, or Scarlet.
they have like what is it called, like east
Yeah.
something area too, like that kind of stuff. But like the
Right,
areas
right.
are so wide, so it's like, and
Mm-hmm.
it's so few of them. It would be hard to just section that off into like which areas can you catch a Pokemon in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I really enjoy like nuzlocking at least the older Pokemon games. So it'd be interesting to see if someone figures out
Yeah.
a decent way to do it. And if you don't, if the viewers at home don't know what a nuzlocke is, it's to put it the most simply that I can. It's just a self-imposed set of rules. Where typically you can only catch the first encounter in each route that you find. And if you mess it up, you lose your chance. And when your Pokemon faints, it's considered uh, dead, and you have to either release it or put it in a box and never take it back out.
Hey Zoomers, Minecraft hardcore? Yeah, that.
Basically, Pokemon hardcore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's basically just a way to make the games a little more challenging.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see because like Nuzlocke were sort of built because of the way the rules of the world of Pokemon worked before, but those rules are changing. So I'd be interested to see
Yeah.
how the Nuzlocke rules change over time, maybe.
To adjust with that, yeah. I'm sure someone, like, there'll be multiple sets of rules, like there usually are, but I'm sure there'll be like some form of consensus we'll see in the future.
Mhm.
I'm interested
definitely.
to see how it goes, because like I would love to do one sometime with one of the newer
Yeah.
games.
That was originally my plan, since I was getting both. I was going to just play Scarlet normally and then Nuzlocke Violet on stream, but because I don't know myself how to structure it, I've just decided to hold off for now at least.
Right. No, that's fair.
Mhm. That makes sense, yeah. I just kind of want to play it normally the first time
Mm-hmm.
anyway, and then maybe I'll look into like challenge runs and special things after that, I think.
It'll also depend a little bit on like how much I like the game at the end of it.
Right.
Because like right now, I think the game is fun, but the state of the game and how messy it is just makes me dislike it kind of at a base level.
Mm-hmm.
And if that doesn't get fixed, I can't really see myself going back to it to like keep playing challenge runs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
I'm-
yeah, it's just gonna, like, we're gonna have to wait and see. Sorry, Missy, go ahead.
So I was just gonna say I can't imagine they wouldn't like patch some of this stuff out at least.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still baffling to me that like Pokemon, a multi-billion-dollar franchise, is releasing games in this state.
Right. Like whenever so the big one to me is that, and what really puts it into like perspective is like two things. One being Pokemon is and I think we talked about it last week too, but it's like
Yeah.
the most successful franchise in
The
history.
most successful character-based franchise in history. Yes, it is,
Right.
money-wise at least. It is the number
Mhm.
one.
It's more popular than Marvel, it's more popular than Disney, it's more popular than like all of those things. No, it doesn't make like more money necessarily, but the franchise itself has
Yeah. Well,
compared to
yeah.
the
So
individual
that's
franchises
Right.
for those other
yeah.
conglomerates.
It's built that way because Disney and Marvel properties are like split up. So like
Mhm.
MCU and Spider-Man aren't the same thing. That's why Pokemon's number one. Like part of it. Like, but that does not to discredit Pokemon's like the size of it, but each Disney, like, so the top four, it's Pokemon, Mickey Mouse and Friends, Winnie the Pooh, and Star Wars. Those are the top
Right.
four. And then like Mario, Disney Princesses, Onponman, MCU. Yeah, so like but still, like first and
Right.
second, Pokemon's 118.5 billion when this was recorded. Mickey Mouse and Friends was 82 billion. That's a $30 billion gap.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like we talked about it last time with like I think we did. Maybe we talked about it off camera. But Pokemon like has to keep up with the card game and the
Right.
anime as well, which is why they try to push these out
Yeah.
as
And
fast as
we
they
still
do.
don't even know what's happening with the anime yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ash
True,
just
yeah.
is it spoilers? I don't know. It was all over Twitter. I'm just not gonna say it.
They announced it on the official English Twitter, and we won't see the dubbed episode for like months at least. So
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say.
Probably spoilers, but
Yeah. Well,
Pokemon Journeys spoilers.
but they do release like a new game every year
Ish, yeah.
Well,
ish.
or 3 within 12 months if you count the
God.
last 3.
I
God,
actually really liked Legends Arceus though, and that's
I
kind of
love
crazy
Legends
to me
Arceus.
because like Legends Arceus has its problems too, but like nothing as close to what I'm seeing with Violet so far, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a big part of it is like Legends felt like it was it felt like it had people that were passionate about the product they were making behind it, and like they were trying to put in more things and make it unique and take new strides with the series, but just didn't have time and were forced to
Yeah.
push it out. With Scarlet and Violet, it really feels like they were like, oh, we already made those strides, so let's not worry about trying to do more things. Let's just try to make it good in what we already did. But we have a really short time frame, so we can't really even do that. And also, we're gonna take a bunch of shortcuts by like not having any shops, not having any like
Yeah. See,
stores. You can't have more
that's
outfits. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that they just like removed
where it gets
from.
weird because it's within the game itself. It's really inconsistent because in the first town there are some shops, or at least one shop you can go inside, but then the rest of them are just storefronts when you quote unquote walk in the door. So I
Right.
don't like. It seems weird. Like at that point, just copy and paste the one that exists. It seems weird to
Mhm.
have that inconsistency. And they got like shopkeepers on the streets and stuff. They have street vendors.
Yeah.
So like what happened? Like
I don't understand why the shops are the way they are.
It's really
Mhm.
strange because there's just a lot of like, it seems maybe like rude to say it this way, but like shortcuts, right? It just feels like there's a lot of
Mhm.
shortcuts.
Yeah, or like stuff that just didn't have enough time for sure. I mean, that's for sure. I think part of it is like my personal opinion of like timeline is okay. We got Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl last November, December. It was before holiday.
It was like in December, but the beginning of December, I think.
Yeah. So before holiday, and then 1 to 2 months later, we got Legends Arceus in January 2022.
Oh, was it January? Oh my god.
Yeah, it was January. It was right after. No one talked about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl because Legends Arceus came out immediately after. But
Yeah.
even if those were like, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, if you don't know, to the viewer listener, that was not made by Game Freak. It was completely outsourced. So even despite that, I don't understand why Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus weren't a year apart. Like that would have, like, again, we know the multimedia thing, but my opinion is right now is when Legends Arceus should have come out, and then next year, late next year, should have been Scarlet and Violet to give both of these games the time they need.
Absolutely agreed. Yeah.
I think that
Fair,
would have made
yeah.
them both a lot better, which, like, don't get me wrong, Legends Arceus is still a really fun game, in my opinion, and, like, I just really like how different it was from the standard
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
But at the
I need to
same time,
finish
it
it.
could have been better.
Mhm.
Right. I need to finish that game, but what I played of it, I absolutely loved.
It's a fantastic game, and that might partially be because it's just so different. Because I finished everything, I caught every Pokemon, and at that point, it started to wear on me for sure. But overall,
Yeah.
it's a great game.
I also went and caught all the Pokemon, and I remember starting to feel a little burnt out. But like,
Yeah.
I guess that's just a side effect of trying to catch every Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
It's just
You gotta catch them all.
It's one of those things where like I really wish that like Nintendo as a company would look at like their team for like Game Freak and be like, oh, okay, they need more time to work on this to create like a game that people like, and like that's one of the things that everybody likes about Nintendo and keeps coming back to is like that Nintendo polish, right? Like they're better full games than a lot of other like AAA title studios because
Right.
they have the time to be made like that. And why didn't they make like a Legends Arceus like spin-off anime, right, for like a year? It would have still sold just fine. It would have people would still watch it because the people who watch Pokemon are obsessed with Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not an anime viewer myself, but I don't know. I just feel like they could have spaced these out a little better for sure. Especially with this one having as many problems as it does, or Scarlet and Violet, I should specify. It feels like
Mhm.
people didn't like. Someone had to have bug tested this game, right?
So,
I always feel like it.
yes, they are aware. I mean, I know this too from originally going to school for game design, and also like lately I've been listening to actually a podcast from ex Nintendo employees. And the thing about like game dev, they know that the game is in this state, and either they don't have enough time or resources to fix it to the point of like for release at least, which is just
Mm,
really unfortunate. Like they're aware. There's no way they don't know that the game is in this state, you know?
right.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the Sonic Heroes team, if you've ever heard that story.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
there was a point where the dev team that like does the like play testing and picks out bugs and stuff was told, okay, stop reporting bugs to us unless they stop you from playing the game or soft block you. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it kind of feels like they had that approach to this game at some point, right? Of like,
Mhm.
okay, we don't need to know about these silly bugs unless they like cause problems.
But
Yeah.
they didn't even patch out all of the softlock bugs because if you get to an island where you
Mhm.
like can't surf from yet, you just softlock yourself
Yeah.
and
I've
you
seen that
can't do
happen.
anything.
In Sonic
Uh,
Heroes still?
Yeah.
In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, because I almost did that to myself. So there was this
oh.
little pool.
Oh no.
There was this little pool that had an island in the middle and a tree on it, and I was like, oh, I can jump over there. So I did. And then I didn't quite have enough space to like jump back.
Oh.
And every time I fell in the water, it put me back on the little island, and I was like, am I stuck?
Oh no.
Rest in
I'm
peace,
sure I
Mistia.
could have finagled it so where I could have jumped back over, but I had to use the glitch where
Oh.
you target a Pokemon and get in the battle with them on the other side of the cliff.
Mm,
I was worried for a second there though.
Yeah, that could have been like, man, I feel like my experience of the game would have gone down the drain immediately if I got soft locked and had to restart, right? Like on stream,
Oh god, I
it
couldn't
would have killed it
imagine.
for me. Like,
Yeah, luckily so
yeah.
far none of the bugs. I haven't encountered that many bugs myself, but like none of them have been game breaking for me or anything.
Yeah. I've only personally experienced camera like problems, as there are many, and then it was camera problems and then the slowdown FPS
The
problems,
FPS
but
is real bad, and then
I'm
like
also super early.
the thing that
Yeah, it
bothers
can
me
be.
the most, I think, is like when you're trying to look. For me, it happened in the shops. I wanted to look at the clothes, or I guess there's no clothes because your only options are 4 seasonal uniforms, and none of them have skirts.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately.
We were complaining a little bit about this off stream, which is like, I enjoy that there are options, and I enjoy that they're gender neutral, but they could have easily made a version of each of them that had a skirt also.
true.
And then I would shut up and be happy. But
I just want a skirt. I just want to have a skirt. That's it.
yeah, It made me a cute girl. Also, my problem with the character, we talked about it a little bit last time, but they literally look like babies. At least if you wear the default uniform.
Oh my god, yeah.
And mine has the face of like an older teen or adult, but the body of like a 5-year-old. And I don't like it.
Yeah, I like specifically made my face kind of more like smug and like quote unquote adult looking, and I'm still a child.
Yeah, which is
Why
wild
am I a
because like we were
baby?
talking about this off camera too, but there's like in the game, like while you're out and about, you can challenge other trainers, and some of them are like your classmates, right? But this man is like muscular and huge, and he's got like a full ass fucking beard, and he's like, "Aren't we in the
Yeah.
same class?" I'm like, "I don't know, are we?"
Are we? Who are you, sir?
Who are you?
Hello? How many years did you get held back?
They stole the uniform.
Yeah. I guess so. There's also a trainer that looks just like Charlie, aka Moist Critical.
Oh my god,
Have
no!
you seen him?
Is
I
there
don't think it's on
Really?
purpose, but he looks just like.
Oh my god,
That's
I cannot wait.
amazing.
Let me see if I
That's
can
so
find it real quick.
funny.
If I find it, I'll put it on the screen for the visual viewers.
I love that.
Can't wait to see that. Oh my god.
I hope I can find it. I saw it on Twitter. Wait, okay, this isn't the one I saw, but it does the job, I guess.
Let's see it. Oh my
The one
god!
I saw had like a side by side of him and this character model.
Oh my god, it's just him. It's just Moist Critical.
Wow.
so funny.
Literally. Oh my god.
Oh my
That's
god.
so funny.
Oh, but then there's also characters wearing the same school uniform as you that like look like they're literally 5 years old. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, what
Oh
are
yeah,
the
the
age
the
ranges in this
toddlers.
school?
I hate the toddlers. I want to punt them.
That's so fair.
Is it?
They're-
I don't know.
No, yeah, they're kind of yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun
Sure,
games,
something.
buggy messes so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I
Also,
love
the
it
legendary
so far.
Pokemon looks like a. He looks like a. At least in Violet, he looks. He
Yeah?
looks like a.
He does. That's true.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. I didn't
Nice.
understand at first, but yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I know what you're
true.
talking about
I'll
now.
just put him on the screen, and if you know, you know.
If you
Yeah.
know, you know.
I'm naming mine Initial D when I get to capture and name him.
Oh my god.
Why are you naming it that, Mistia?
Because he goes fast and he looks like a.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yep.
Oh my god.
True. So true.
Can I talk about
Can I have to
how
mark this as explicit?
We're gonna get demonetized. I'm so sorry.
Can I talk about the
Fine. Are we, I think we have to
thing?
be monetized first to be demonetized.
Don't worry,
That's true.
we'll get there. We'll get monetized and then we'll come back and demonetize this one.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's yeah.
Can I mention how the music in this game, whenever you run into a wild Pokemon, it's like basically just the overworld music still, but then they add in like a crazy bass riff.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know what it sounds like. I think they have different music in Scarlet and Violet. Do they not?
Oh, really?
Because I saw someone playing Scarlet earlier and the sound, the battle song was different. I was like, huh?
Huh.
Oh, weird. I'd be surprised if it was, but maybe.
I was
Normally
getting like
those things are the same
Persona
across
5
games.
vibes in Violet a little bit. Just
That's
a little.
fair.
It can't compare to Persona 5 music, I think, in my opinion.
That's
But
fair.
I was getting the vibes a little, and it might just be because I named my Sprigatito Morgana, but
Very fitting. Hey, Mistia, I think it's time for you to go to sleep.
no, I don't
You
want
can't
to.
go outside. It's time for you to sleep.
No. Well, the funny thing is, like, so the day I bought the game was like, the night it released, so like after midnight, because that was the day I accidentally slept all day, and then Twitter was on fire. So I bought Pokemon, and then I immediately got my Sprigatito, named it Morgana, and then I went to sleep. So
Oh. No, that's fair. That's fair.
strange coincidence, or
Or unless
wait, which starters do we all pick? What did we all pick? I picked Sprigatito, obviously.
oh,
Sprigatito.
I also
Sprigatito.
Oh my god.
I also picked Sprigatito.
Oh my
Weed
god.
cat gang. Weed cat gang. Weed cat gang.
We all
We-
picked
we really-
Sprigatito.
I
We
mean,
really all.
Yeah.
That's why we have a
Sprigga,
podcast. We're all the
Sprigatito.
same brain cell.
Yeah, we
cat,
take
grass
turns
cat.
with it.
To be fair, they made a weird lizard thing with cheese on its chest.
Hey, don't speak ill of,
I love-
ill of Fuecoco.
I love
And then they
Fuecoco and Gay Duck. I love them, but I just love Sprigatito more.
They also made like a duck that's like sassy and kind of has like Trump hair.
Oh no, don't say that. The Trump
No.
Pokemon
Then
is
they made,
Young
like,
Goose.
the cutest cat that just looks like a cat.
Yeah,
Okay.
How
Sprigatito's
are
the
you supposed
cutest.
to pick something other than the cat?
Okay. But Momo, hear me out. Fuecoco does this the whole time.
He does. He's got zero
Yeah.
thoughts in that
Like,
head. I love him.
That doesn't help
I
it
love
for
it.
me.
Oh,
So
okay.
I,
I see.
I love Fuecoco because it looks like the Bubble Bobble thing, but with a craft single on
It
it.
does. It does. It does. It does. It looks like the Bubble Bobble dragons.
So
It-
I actually did take Fuecoco on my second game because I said I'm playing one off stream. Fuecoco is my off stream, my Violet copy starter, and I named it Hungry. Because
Oh.
its personality is hungry.
Yeah. See, I really didn't like Quaxley and Fuecoco at first, but now I love all three of them from the opening cutscene thing. And I mean, Sprigatito is still my favorite, but I really like Fuecoco because of his mouth, his little teethy.
That's
So fair.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't love them.
It's fair. It's fair. I get it. I understand. I'm only a little hurt.
I had to make a Twitter poll just now about which starter everyone chose. I'm
Mm.
sure lots of
If-
people have done this, but like this is my poll. Okay.
Hey,
Right.
tell us in the YouTube replies. If you're watching on YouTube, tell us. Which one did you vote for?
Yeah, let us know. I just want to know like how big the disparity is between Weed Cat and the other two, because we all know that's going to be the main one.
Oh, someone already voted for Fuecoco.
I couldn't think of a
And it wasn't
nickname for Fuecoco. I wanted to put single cell organism crocodile, but it didn't fit, so I put Fuecoco.
Cheese croc.
Craft single
Yeah,
organism.
is he-
Crocodile.
Oh, craft single would have
Hmm.
been perfect. Shit. Fuck.
No, it wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't
I
have.
mean,
Oh, okay. I'm
it
sorry.
kind of is though.
No, it wouldn't have.
It really just kind of is though.
I disagree strongly.
Star got cheesed just now.
I disagree strongly.
I hope you know I save all of my channel points to cheese you.
I noticed.
I lurk your streams and then I cheese you.
I don't know. Look, for those of you who haven't been to my streams, my chat loves to cheese me. That's all I'll say. If you're listening on audio, this won't make any sense, by the way.
It's a craft single. And she even has a craft single emote. You should check out Star stream, which will be
Oh my
right here on the
God.
screen right now.
Mhm.
I
Go
sure,
check it
I
out.
sure do have a craft single emote.
Speaking of
You're
streaming,
like Fuecoco for real.
I have not
Oh.
been streaming for the past couple weeks, and I'm sad about it.
I miss Misty streams.
Yeah.
I always
miss-
like.
Yeah.
I don't know if the podcast listeners really mind what Misty is up to, but I've been sick, which I mentioned in one of the previous podcasts. And then immediately after that, I have an ear piercing that I got recently, and it got
Oh.
infected. And my ear
No.
literally absorbed the backs of the earrings. So I had to go get that fixed. And I went back to the piercing shop, and they little bit TMI, they pushed the metal back through the skin. It was the worst pain I've probably ever experienced in my life.
Oh gosh.
But if I had waited any longer, I would have had to go get it surgically removed at the emergency room. So like this was the better option.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Please.
Then I couldn't wear my headset. Well, that was healing. So it's good now. I'm fine. And
I'm
I
so
hope
glad for you
nothing
that
else
that-
happens to my body in the
Yeah.
next week.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yuki's
happy for you
been-
you didn't need surgery because, like, God, that would suck.
Yeah.
It would have sucked for 2 reasons. Because 1, ow. And 2, money. I guess 3 reasons. And 3, I probably would have lost the piercings.
Yeah.
Like, they probably would have just had to take them out. And that would suck
Yeah,
because I really like
ugh.
them.
So scary. Yeah.
Yeah. But in the meantime,
Very-
Star streams twice a week, and Yuki's been streaming pretty often, right? Is it like every weekday?
I stream at least 3 times a week right now, so it doesn't really consistently stay the same 3 days. It's just sort of whenever because my schedule keeps changing. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing a little something special. Do you want to talk about that?
yeah,
the
so
thing you're
as
raising?
I've mentioned, I have my surgery on December 13th, and as you might be able to guess, having surgery means I will not be able to stream for a little while. So I am doing some stream incentives to raise some money to help me stay afloat financially while I'm unable to stream. I'm doing little gift thingies, so if anybody tips $25 or more, I will draw a little chibi character for them, whatever they want, in MS Paint. It'll be very scuffed, very, very bad and rushed, but it'll be funny. And if you gift 5 subs or more, I will sing you happy birthday, regardless of whether or not it's your birthday. And if we
love
hit
that.
$500 or more combined throughout the like typical, I will buy and play Jump King, which I've never played, and I think would maybe drive me crazy, which could be a new thing.
luck.
Because most rage games don't bother me, but this one, I always look at it and think, wow, that looks very infuriating. So,
I have played it, and
Good
I
luck.
only lasted about half an hour.
yeah.
So yeah, go check out Yuki's streams. Maybe
Thank
throw
you.
her some support if you're feeling up to it. It's for a good cause. I was gonna say something. Heck, what was it?
You're gonna say how cute and cool and awesome Misty Celeste is, and you should go to
Yeah, I agree. I second that.
Why no?
Absolutely.
make sure to go to twitter.com and turn on the bell for Misty Celeste so you can see all the cool tweets and everything she does.
Oh my god.
Also, if Twitter dies, go follow her on Twitch.
Oh yeah, follow
Ooh.
us all on Twitch. Our Twitch links are gonna be on the screen right now. Look at them all. Look at they're beautiful. Click on them. Well, don't click on them
all
on
of
the
them.
video, but
click all
on
of them
them
100 times at
Click
least.
on them in the description.
I love the idea that they're just pausing and unpausing the video as we
And making it if they're on desktop, it's going like in and out of full screen.
Oh yeah.
or if they're like an audio listener, they're just like tapping on their phone repeatedly.
Any tappers in chat? Wait, we don't have a chat anyway.
Oh,
Any
It's
tappers
fine,
in the
it's fine.
comments?
Yeah.
oh.
Any commenters in chat?
I guess there could be on YouTube. Can you comment on Spotify?
It's a good question.
Well, if you can comment on
Probably.
Spotify, you should do that, and also rate the podcast. Give us like 5 stars or whatever. the
Yeah,
good
rate us
score
5
is.
stars,
Yeah.
please. If you like
Please
it,
and
if you
thank
like it.
Do it anyway.
Well, even if
whether
you
or not
don't like
want
it,
to.
just do it anyway.
We're not holding you at gunpoint yet.
This is a threat.
We have a good cop, bad cop, but I think we both became bad cop at some point. So
At least
Good
none of
cop,
us
bad
became
cop,
mall
bad cop.
cop. So we would normally do the spill the tea segment, but we don't actually have any stories to go through this week. So, if you have any crazy stories or like confessions, maybe something dumb you did as a kid that you think would get a nice little laugh out of us, feel free to share those at the Witches Tea Party podcast at gmail.com. I'll put that on the screen. And you can also send us, like, if you want advice for a situation. We're not going to give you like solid real advice, but if you want to ask us for advice on something, feel free to send that in too.
Yeah.
We'll get very good, real, definite, for sure helpful advice, and we definitely won't just tell you to eat craft singles.
And we definitely cannot offer you legal advice, so don't ask for that.
That's true.
Please don't.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
gonna. Sorry,
I
what?
can spill. Oh, it's okay. I can spill my own little story if we want. I
Oh,
have
sure.
one I can share. I may have told the story to some people in the audience and or some people here, maybe. But I figure it's related because it's related to Pokemon in a fun way. So, one time when I was a kid, I was playing my good old Game Boy Color. It was very long ago. I was very young, and
Mm.
I was playing in the living room of my house. I had this couch that was made of this like terrible material. It felt like I was sitting on like leather with like a bone spine poking at me at all times. It was terrible. Worst couch in the world.
Oh.
Thankfully, it's gone and has been destroyed probably many years ago.
Rest in
Anyway,
peace,
I was
couch.
playing on my Game Boy Color, playing Pokemon, I believe blue at the time, or possibly yellow. I can't remember for sure which one it was. And I have this problem where sometimes if I'm doing something that I really enjoy or really care about, I'll get super, super absorbed in it, right? I'm sure that's something that some people can relate to on some level if you just are really into like a game or a TV series or you're drawing or working on a project or something and you're like hyper focused on it. The world just kind of melts around you, right? So I was there playing my game. I think I was in like Celadon City. I just fought like the grass gym or whatever and felt good about myself because I had like Squirtle, so it was like hard for me. And suddenly my sister comes running into the room and she shouts my name and I look up from the Game Boy and to my left a candle that was on our little like mantle because we had like a little wooden mantle that was raised up above the like room slightly had fallen off of the mantle and was now
Oh.
burning a flame on the carpet on the ground.
Oh no.
And smoke
Oh
was
no.
rising up. It was next to the fireplace, but it was on the carpet instead. So I look up and I just completely oblivious. I did not notice it at all. She was like, "What is happening?" And
Oh my.
she had like she called for like our dad and he ran down and like put the fire out. But like she was like, Did you not smell that or anything?" And I was just like, "What do you mean? Is there a smell?"
Oh.
It's like, well, yeah, smoke tends to have a pretty distinct and noticeable smell. It's like, the only thing I smelled was Pokemon.
The fresh smell of catching a new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
The
god.
that's all.
smell of the hunt.
Short story, but I was very, very stupid as a child, and that has not changed.
I
One of these
wouldn't
days,
call it stupid. I would call it adorable,
oh,
but also I'm glad it didn't end up worse.
yeah, no, for sure. That's the kind of story that was like almost a much worse story, but thankfully it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
I one of these days I'm gonna be streaming or something, and like something is gonna go wrong in the house, and I'm just not gonna notice it. And Momo's gonna come up like, Yuki, you stop the stream, and I'm gonna be like, what?
I feel like if I were to die, it would probably have to be a house fire because like, so you know how smoke detectors, it's every so often they'll like the battery dies, so they just keep beeping.
Right. Yep.
I don't know if anyone. Sometimes you just have to rip it off of the ceiling and never put it back up.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's funny because I literally changed the battery to our fire alarm like just before this podcast
Yeah.
because it was beeping and annoying everyone and nobody was handling it yet. So I was like, you know what? I have the brain to do this right now. So I replaced it. But like we were almost in that territory of like tear it
Just
down and
ripping it
never
off
use it
the
again.
ceiling and never putting it back up. I mean,
Yeah.
they're useful. Don't do this at home. Please keep your fire alarms well maintained and on the ceiling where they belong.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Man, all right, we're gonna call it here for today. It's a little bit it's a little bit of a shorter one, I guess, compared to the
Yeah.
past couple, but
From what we've done.
But
Yeah.
you'll find out why in the next episode. So
Mhm.
So stay tuned for
Spoilers.
next Sunday.
stay tuned. All right, goodbye everyone. Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.